Hey, what's going on, guys? AJ here from the Thwip side, and tonight I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys the Spider-Man Retro line Spider Armor Mark 1. So before we take a look at the figure, I just wanted to share that I have his first appearance of the Spider Armor Mark 1 in Web of Spider-Man number 100. Just thought that'd be a cool thing to share as well. I do apologize for the glare. I remember when this issue came out in the 90s. I really loved this armor. So we're going to pop this figure open and see how he compares to the comic. So just like we've become accustomed to with the retro line, we do have the nice Toy Biz inspired card back packaging with the Spider-Man logo from the 90s cartoon, some artwork of the Spider Armor Mark 1, figure itself with all of his accessories, and then on the back we get that same picture, the Spider-Man logo again, simplistic instructions how to swap out his hands, the rest of the figures in the line, and the mumbo jumbo. Accessories, we get these two neat little web effects. I guess you can like use them on the walls, the ground maybe on an enemy's foot. And also two Thwip hands. They look really nice textures. I really wish there were wall crawling hands, but I guess Hasbro thought that Spider-Man doesn't wall crawl in this armor. The bat, I'm going to say that the figure itself is a much more streamlined version of the Mark 1 armor that we got in the comics. It's, as you can see from the cover, the comic version is much more bulkier, especially in the gauntlets and around the knees and the boot, well, the boot covering armor, I guess, or whatever you would call that. But yeah, a much more streamlined look to this figure. And of course, the eye lenses are, I think, a white, where these are black. So with that being said, I do like the streamlined look of this figure. I mean, when we got the comic in the 90s, I thought was awesome. Cool, awesome spider armor, even though it is bulky. And I still like it. And I like that issue as well to this day. I'm all about the 90s in a lot of ways. But this figure, just to me, is a nice update to that design and looking closer. And I think the proportions on this figure are excellent. And it just came out really nice looking. And I didn't know from just seeing the promotional images that it would be as shiny as it is. So that kind of surprised me. And I do like that. But yeah, just really cool armor pattern all around. Of course, like I said, the black in the eye lenses. Get a nice spider logo sculpted in. Nice paint. I don't even know if that's paint. Is that a separate piece? No, I think that's just sculpt. But yeah, really nice. And speaking of the paint, really nice clean paint. And I really like the spider logo on the back. It's just cool. A little different on the usual design, but awesome. And he almost has like a MCU type vibe that we get with the Marvel Legends MCU figures, with all the textures in, like, I guess the undersuit you would call it. And some nice texturing throughout. So yeah, really cool looking figure. Articulation wise, we get all the articulation here that we've become accustomed to in Marvel Legends. Looks up, down, side to side. Some really nice tilt in the head. Of course, you get that, the bicep, elbows. Ooh, tight elbows. Does it get more? Yep. Elbows, wrists, hinge, waist. Some nice crunch forward. Much appreciated in a Spider-Man figure. Some arc back. Kick up. Kick back. Out is pretty nice on him. Good to see they keep on going. Still want that Spider-Man from Marvel Legends that goes straight out. Thigh. Double jointed knees. Up. Ankles back. And the pivot. And for some more 90s goodness, here's the Mark 1 Spider Armor next to the Iron Man modular suit Iron Man. And I do think they look really cool and they scale nicely together. Bottom line for me is that I really love this Mark 1 Spider Armor. I love the updated kind of vibe you get, a more streamlined and well-proportioned look compared to the comics. It's not as bulky. Although there are no wall crawling hands, I do appreciate that we did get thwip hands and these effects. Some swinging webs to swing on would have been cool too, but that's just a small nitpick. I just think he looks really cool. Um, the texturing and everything about the armor is really awesome. So really happy to have him. And I'd like to know what you guys think about the figure. Were you a fan of the Spider armor from the 90s? I know some people weren't. Some people were. Uh, are you upset that it's not more like this figure is not more like the armor, bigger and bulkier? Or do you like him just the way he is? Yeah, just let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, tapping the like button, and thwipping that notification bell. And I will catch you guys all very soon right back here on the thwip side. Later.